Let me tell you this right from the start. Just being kind is not enough to survive in this world. If you believe that you can succeed merely by being a good person, you're living in an illusion. So, if you're looking for fairy tales, you can skip this video right now. How many times have you felt that people were using you? How many times did you do the right thing, only to receive no recognition or respect, in fact to be ignored or taken advantage of? You were taught that being good is enough, that honesty and integrity are always appreciated. But the truth is something else. The world doesn't reward goodness, it rewards those who play their cards wisely. Today, we're going to understand how you can transform yourself into a Machiavellian personality. So let's begin from the beginning. Niccolo Machiavelli once said something that most people choose to ignore. Human nature is selfish, unstable, and ruthless when needed. In The Prince, he clearly stated, morality without cunning is weakness. Goodness without strategy becomes a trap. Now ask yourself, how many times have you fallen into that trap? Think about those people you see around you, the ones who've achieved great things. Did they reach there by merely having good intentions? No. They got there because they learned how to play behind the curtain when the time was right. Because they understood, morality is not an obstacle, it's a tool, to be shown or hidden when needed. That's the difference between being a player and being someone else's pawn. The problem isn't that you're good. The problem is you don't know how to protect yourself. You think others are playing by the same rules as you. But that's not how the world works. This world is full of wolves wearing the mask of friendship, waiting for a chance to exploit you. They can spot naivety from a mile away, and they made you an easy target. And you didn't even realize it. This is where Machiavelli gives you an option. Intelligent kindness. This isn't about becoming a tyrant, and it's not about betraying your values. It's about understanding that kindness must be combined with deep awareness. It's about learning to read people's nature, to sense their intentions early, to know when to trust and when to stay alert. Machiavelli said, "It is better to be feared than to be loved." And what did you choose? You chose to be loved, to be liked, to be accepted. But what did that give you? No respect, no power. Just the reality that people now know they can take advantage of you for no reason. Because kindness without strength doesn't bring respect, it brings pity. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should stop being good. I'm saying be good, but don't be naive. Understand that the world does not reward the honest. It rewards the smart. True morality does not come from surrender. It comes from the balance between principle and practicality. Machiavelli taught that perception is everything. It's not just about what you really are. It's about how people see you. If you look weak, people will treat you as weak. If you appear powerful, people will respect you. How many times have you let people disrespect you just because you were afraid to lose them? How many times did you stay silent for the sake of peace, only to realize you lost more than you gained? This is not about being ruthless, it's about being strategic. The real key is to know when to act, when to speak, when to step back, and when to strike. Kindness is a strength, if used correctly. But if left unchecked, it becomes your greatest weakness. The biggest mistake good people make is believing the world values genuine goodness. It doesn't. The world values power. Kindness only earns respect when it walks beside strength. If you don't have power, your kindness means nothing. Machiavelli will teach you this. Don't be a helpless sheep in a world full of wolves. Let your morality not make you prey. True morality is not submission, it is wisdom. It's not just about adapting to the world, it's about learning to control it. Think, how long will you let the world walk over you? How long will you keep falling victim to your own innocence? I'm not telling you to stop being good. I'm saying embrace a kind of goodness that benefits you too. Learn to operate behind the scenes when necessary. Learn when to smile and when to show your teeth. Because this world is not fair, but you can still play by its rules and win, without losing your core values. Machiavelli didn't write The Prince to make you evil, he wrote it to help you survive. And now tell me, will you continue living in the illusion that goodness is enough? Or will you begin embracing true intelligence? Now comes a principle very few people understand, the perception of power. It's not enough to be powerful, you must appear powerful. It's not enough to be intelligent, you must display your intelligence. In this world, reality doesn't matter as much as how people perceive you. Think, how many times have you seen an undeserving person rise above someone more capable? How many times has a clever person reached the top while an honest, hard-working one stayed stuck? That's not a coincidence. People don't admire your goodness, they only pretend to like you. But who do they truly respect? The powerful. Even if you don't have power, if you can create the illusion of power, people will start respecting you. Machiavelli understood this perfectly. It's not about who you are, it's about who people think you are. Image is everything. An insecure leader can never inspire confidence, no matter how capable they are. An employee who stays invisible will never get promoted, no matter how skilled they are. A man or woman who cannot assert their value will never be attractive, no matter how much they have to offer. So ask yourself, do you still want to be the person who can be read and used by anyone? Or do you want to become the one who controls others with subtlety and precision? Because goodness without strategy is a recipe for self-destruction. This world won't change its rules for you. So you must learn the rules that actually work, not the ones you were taught. If you do that, for the first time, you'll stop being a victim of the system and start becoming one of those who control it. People have controlled you, your emotions, your decisions. That's the mistake most people keep repeating. They let anger, sadness, and impulsiveness rule their actions, and that makes them puppets in someone else's hands. Machiavelli taught that true power lies with the one who can control their emotions, the one who can keep others within their sphere instead of falling into theirs. The person who cannot master their own emotions can be easily manipulated by anyone clever enough. So now comes the biggest question. Will you just hear this and forget it? Or will you actually apply this to your life? To start controlling others, you can adopt a few steps. 1. Add mystery to your conversations. People are intrigued by those they cannot easily figure out. A mysterious personality has natural influence. 2. Control your urge to speak too much. A person who talks less is more attractive. Take Thomas Shelby, for example. He says little, but when he does, people listen. 3. Stay calm instead of reacting emotionally. Learn to control your emotions and respond with strategy. Ayanokoji Kiyotaka is a great example. He's mastered emotional control. 4. Know when to step back and observe. Understand when to retreat and when to attack. Study people quietly. Know their intentions before acting. Never just be a player in someone else's game. Be the one who writes the rules, so you can control the game itself.